Hey guys, so I've made a couple of videos today, and this one was I was making and I had some kids come up to me, so take two. How to get out of a rut. We've all been there. It absolutely sucks. Whether you feel lethargic, depressed, just not feeling it, don't want to get out of bed, or you're like, I'll get out of bed, but I really don't want to do anything for like the third day in a row. We've all been there. It's a little bit different for everybody. Everybody reacts a little bit different. Sometimes, you don't have a choice but to do it, but you're still feeling like, man, I'm just not feeling it. So here's some steps. Take what resonates, take what you're feeling. You do not have to do all of them, but you can if you want to. They're all here and set in place to help. But so step one is get out of bed. Especially if this has been more than one day. Get yourself out of bed. Force yourself up and out of bed. Force yourself. Just the physical movement is doing something for you. It's releasing endorphins. Just getting out of bed, believe it or not, it's doing something for you, whether you feel it or not right away. Two, if this is something that's happening, or maybe you feel like you're in a rut because your life is kind of, let's say unorganized. Maybe your life is unorganized, and your general schedule every day, but you feel like there's just like a lack of anything to it. Create a schedule for yourself and force yourself to stick to it. That's number two. So create a schedule for yourself and force yourself to stick to it. Sorry, there were some squirrels moving around. I kept hearing them. And you know what? Go in as detail as you feel you need to. So even if it's like, I wake up at 8 o'clock every day, go to the bathroom, get a cup of coffee, check social media, meditate, or vice versa, whatever. Go in detail if you need to, or just be like as simple as like, okay, I wake up, get a cup of coffee, get ready for work, go to work, lunch. I know my lunch breaks around this time. Whatever the case may be. Like for me, it's a little bit longer. So it's like, get up, make sure the kids are okay, feed breakfast, make sure I eat breakfast, check social media, go play with the kids, get them down for a nap. It goes on from there, but make it as in-depth or as simple as you feel comfortable with, or that you feel you need. Because honestly, getting a schedule going and going by it every day can really help. Especially if you're like really unsure of what you should be doing, that at least gets the things you need to do out of the way. And then if you have free time, you can explore anything you want to do. Because we don't need to be repressing ourselves, according to our shadow self video. In that schedule and in your daily life, whether you create a schedule or not, try to include some of your favorite things, or if you like, I really don't know what they are, try to include some new things. Maybe things have been suggested to you, or maybe you've seen advertisements for things. You're like, man, that'd be really cool to check out. Do it. Check it out. Include it in your everyday life. Even if sometimes it can be expensive, so try to include some stuff that is cheaper or free, but still makes you happy, or it still is something that you'd be motivated enough to go do. Excuse me. And then number 4, this one is definitely one of the optional ones, because parts of it do cost money, or cost time to go and find. But number 4 is incorporate mantras, crystals, or essential oils, if you're into that. I love it, but obviously not everybody's into it, or not everybody likes the way they smell, or, whatever. But essential oils and crystals both have properties to them: healing properties, protective properties, properties to help with love, properties to help with mental health, properties to help with clarifying, psychic abilities and spirituality. There's so many different things that they can help with, that they are just really beneficial to include in your life. The other one, incorporate mantras. That's simple. All you have to do, remember it, say it every day, say it multiple times a day, say it every other day. Or you can do sticky notes with it. So you can write them down on sticky notes, stick them in your bathroom, stick them on your side table, stick them on your fridge. Wherever that you'll see them often enough to remember to say them. And this can be something like if you're working on your chakra system, it could be something like, I am ready to release the past. I no longer need the past, or I release anything that no longer serves me. I am powerful. I am strong. I am beautiful. I love myself. If you're just trying to get out of a rut, I am motivated to get what I need to do done. I have motivation. I'm strong enough to get through whatever today brings. Just for some examples. And those are all, like, at first it may just sound like, why am I repeating this to myself? I'm just telling myself a sentence. But the more you do it and the more you say it and the more used to doing that you are, the bigger the effect it's going to have on you and the quicker the effect you're going to feel. So try it out. Don't say no. Don't deny it. Number 5, listen to upbeat music or even something like binaural beats, okay? Music, anything sound has a frequency. And so, like, if you're out in nature, people tend to be at, like, that's that frequency of, like, calmness and peace. Like, when you're just hearing, like, crickets chirping or the wind blow, or, like, even just, like, little critters, like, running around, water running. And I mean, that's that stuff, like, like, they put on Zen CDs, they put on white noise machines. That's because people tend to be calm when that happens, because you're really connecting with Mother Earth and Gaia at that point. And you're out in nature, which people tend to feel calmer in. So, everything resonates, everything has a sound. And every sound has a frequency, and you want to be at those frequency levels that are going to be calm or they're going to be upbeat to help with motivation. Like the other day, that song, that really old song, well, it's not really old, but that song, Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield played on my thing, and it was just like out of nowhere. I was like, oh yeah, like, getting it? Yeah, that's how I dance. I do a mom dance. But so find that music or that, Vanessa Carlton song that everybody knows and everybody dances to, like, every time, or they have to sing. Any of those types of songs that, you're just going to be like, you have to sing to. Another really great one, and you guys are going to laugh at me for this, is Wanna Be by Spice Girls. Like, it's just so, like, you just have to do things with it. Like, you just have to dance, you just have to sing. So that type of music is great to have on hand when you're in a rut. And, obviously pick whatever upbeat music from the genre you like, but those are just a couple of mine because I like all sorts of genres, that help get me up and going when I'm really not feeling it. And binaural beats are specifically made to do different things. They have ones for chakra cleansing, energy healing, helping focus, helping get motivation. They have all sorts of binaural beats, and it's definitely something I highly suggest and recommend. You can listen to them in the background. You can listen to them while you sleep. They have one specifically for sleep. All you got to do is search it on YouTube, and a whole vast array of them is going to pop up for you to check out. But they're really great and a great tool to utilize. Number 6, hang out with friends or family. So this one is super important. Don't isolate yourself when you're in a rut, because even if you're not depressed now, if you isolate yourself, there's a good chance that you're going to become depressed, or you're just going to fall deeper into the rut. And you're going to continue to not want to be, you're going to continue to not want to be part of society, or not want to be around people and stuff. And that's not always a bad thing, but you don't want to do it so often that you're literally not a part of society anymore. You're not, you get to the point where you feel alone because you've isolated yourself. When your friends are on the sideline like, hey, you're like, you don't care about me. And they're like, I do. You're the one who hasn't talked to me in months. So you don't want to put yourself in that situation, because that's going to make you feel worse about everything going on. So go ahead and let yourself hang out with your friends and family. Sometimes you may have to force yourself, but don't be afraid to do that and think that it's a bad thing. Like, obviously, if someone is not a good person, you don't have to force yourself to be around them. But, if this is like your friend of 20 years, or your mom or your aunt or your uncle or whatever, or even a new friend that you just met, you're like, yeah, I really vibed with them, but I don't think they like me. If they're asking you to hang out, or they're like, or, you feel like they're probably actually waiting for you to contact them, let yourself do it. get yourself out and about. And honestly, I suggest scheduling yourself a night out if you're in a rut at least once a week, if not once every other week. Just don't let yourself always be in the house and isolated. Number 7, take yourself out. Do something nice for yourself. Buy yourself a new sweater, or take yourself to a movie or to dinner, or both. Just let yourself go out and have fun. Get a manicure, get a pedicure, get a new hat. Go to that hunting store you really like, or whatever you're into. Go get a new bow for archery. Whatever you're into, go for it. Take yourself out, let yourself have fun, let yourself have a good time, let yourself get something new. Because everybody feels good when they start to get some new stuff, or they get a new hairdo, or whatever the case may be. Even if it's temporary, it still tends to help. I know I always feel great when I get a new hairstyle. Almost always, at least. Number 8. This is the biggest one, other than get yourself out of bed. Choose to change. Choose to be who you want to be. So this is kind of more like quantum physics, this one, but it's not only quantum physics. So choose to be who you want to be. That is a big one. If you're in a rut and you're like, man, I'm really tired of this, I really want to get out of it, write down, or just figure out, think about who you actually want to be. What do you actually want your life to be like? And start to live like that is your life. So if you want to be more positive, when you start having negative thoughts, flip those to positive thoughts. Man, I really couldn't get that pair of shoes that I really liked because it was $60. Well, guess what? I found out Burlington has it for half the price anyway. So just go somewhere else. There are ways to flip these thoughts. Find the silver lining in them, turn them into a positive thought. It takes about, if I remember, it takes 30 days to flip a mindset. But you have to consistently be doing it. Sorry, loud car. So you have to be consistently on yourself about this, okay? And if you take a break, if you struggle with it once or twice, that's fine. Just get yourself back on track. Don't let yourself stay in that negative mindset. And that's the same with anything. It doesn't have to be negative to positive. It can be, look, I want to be living the lifestyle of a millionaire. Obviously, you can't go out and buy a yacht today if you only have $5 in your bank account. But there are other things that, millionaires do every day. How did they get to be a millionaire? Most of them worked really hard every day to become a millionaire. Don't put yourself in the mindset of the millionaire that was born into the millionaire. Put yourself in the mindset of the millionaire that created their millions. And figure out, okay, what did they do every day? What would my schedule be like if I was trying to create $1 million today? A lot of them wake up super, super early. They do things to keep themselves healthy, like work out. They, have their cup of coffee, they read, they learn a lot, they check their social media, they put in their first set of work for the day, they go and they do whatever they gotta do, and then they put in another set of work for the day, and then they go and do whatever they gotta do. It's continuously work. And you have to understand that, if you wanna live that kind of lifestyle, you have to do it. Just do it. So anyways, that is what I have for you how to get out of a rut. So thank you so much for watching. Find me on my other social media platforms. It's all over. Everything is turned into the Marvelous Raven, so you don't have to worry about any name switches anymore. Get yourself out of that rut. Leave comments, subscribe, follow, hit that notification bell. Thank you so much. Have an awesome rest of the day, and check out the description for more information about my stuff. Right. Bye.